Albedo, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the Cavs right off the bat because Thursday night was a breaking point for that team as the Raptors dismantled Cleveland by 34 points, and that was without Kyle Lowry. It was the Cavs' 7th loss in the last 10 games and placed the Cavs closer to the 9th seed than the 1st seed in the East. Ty Lue was not pleased.
We got to be better. We know that, but until we play better defensively, I think offensively, sharing the basketball, I think everyone on the same page, and if guys have agendas, we got to get rid of our agendas and play the right way.
What do you mean by that?
That's what I said.
Now that is a buzzy buzzword, Chauncey. you know him better than most, so what's he talking about, agendas?
Well, when you're a championship team, the only agenda that you should have is winning, period. Not my stats, not if I make the All-Star game, none of those things. Now, not only do they have 8 new players this season, they have 8 free agents this summer. What does that mean? You got live guys playing.
Give me my money.
Some money this summer. So those things don't really coexist very well with having one agenda, and that's winning. Guys start worrying about what they want to do. I think another issue that they have, to be honest with you, is Isaiah just came back. And this is a guy that's looking to really play well, and I think you got a team around him saying, we want him to play well too. So a lot of people may be deferring to him, and that's kind of thrown off a little bit of the rhythm of the team.
Yeah, the one day I agree with you is today. I agree with you sometimes.
That's a good day.
Happy Friday.
I agree with you on because, being a championship caliber team, you come back the next year, there's a few different players. When things don't go well, players with lesser roles, they want more of a role in the system. And it's just that's part of the agenda, like Chauncey said. Some guys may want to start or get more touches, more plays called for them, especially when things don't go right. You always feel there's a need for change, and that's what I think he means by agenda.
I mean, that graphic was loaded with dudes looking for gigs.
Absolutely.
Moving forward.
And the thing is, here's what happens also. The best player in the league is LeBron James. And so he's having a career-type year. But when he doesn't have the energy to compete defensively like he used to, guess what the other players are going to do? They're not going to compete defensively either. And when you're the leader, you can yell at the guys like this, but none of them are going to listen because they're like, you go lock down DeRozan because he the one killing us. And so that's the responsibility. You guys put me in check if I'm wrong. When you're the best player, you have to set the tone. LeBron is trying to do that in spurts. But at this point of his career, logging so many minutes, he can't go hard like that the entire time.
That's a good point.
And they don't have any rim protection also with Kevin Love starting at the 5.
And this is a guy that we've talked about up here. Man, what's going on with Tristan? Tristan, I thought like a
Kardashian curse.
Well, I know what you were going to say.
It's real, Chauncey. Do you admit it's real now?
I'm not going to go there.
Come on, it's the KK.
I'm not going to go there with the
Kardashian curse.
But there's something not right with Tristan. I mean, he had a big effect on his team from a rim protection standpoint.
Yes, sir.
From a defensive standpoint, showing on pick and rolls, being able to switch. I just haven't seen Tristan
this team is
the
old,
same
too.
way.
We forget that.
It's the oldest team in the league.
They're at the halfway point. They played a lot of games, and they're the oldest team in the league. So I mentioned this to Chauncey and Jalen before. In 2010, we won 50 games. We were an old team. We were tired, but we knew how to press the button. We've been there before. When we got to the playoffs, we rolled through, ended up playing a 7-game series versus the Lakers in the finals. But as an old team, you go through lulls throughout the season, and it's tough to get those legs working every night.
And how about this? When LeBron James plays on your basketball team, the last 7 years, that's a rite of passage to the NBA Finals. So the role players now, in reverse of what I said before, look at it like, we got LeBron.
That's really complacent and also taking a lot for granted, isn't it?
And the Celtics are without Gordon Hayward. I think that'll catch up to them later in the playoffs. The Wizards are inconsistent, and Lowry still has to perform in the playoffs for Toronto to be a true threat. So the Cleveland Cavaliers still feel like they got it made.
I'd be angry if I was LeBron. Let's talk a little Greg Popovich, shall we? Revealed Thursday.